If you love the buffalo blasts at Cheesecake Factory as much as I do, you might want to stick around because today I'm going to show you my copycat version of that recipe. Hi, my name's Nancy. Welcome back to Nancy's Homestyle Kitchen, where I share how to cook real food with simple ingredients and no pressure to be perfect. For the buffalo blasts, you're going to need a package of egg roll wrappers. These are in the refrigerated section over in most of the time you could find them by the vegetables. I have some shredded chicken breasts, celery, some Italian flat leaf parsley, eggs, and then 2 types of breadcrumbs, just a regular breadcrumb and a panko breadcrumb, and some softened cream cheese, and of course some buffalo sauce. Now for the dressing, you can do this either a blue cheese dressing or a Gorgonzola dressing. I tend to prefer Gorgonzola because I think it's a little less sharp. And to make that, all we're gonna use is some fresh Gorgonzola cheese, mayonnaise, sour cream, some half and half or milk, salt and pepper, little Worcestershire sauce, and a clove of garlic. To make the dressing, I like to use a 1-pint mason jar. I find it's easy just to shake it up in there, whisk it, shake it up, and then I like just the size of it as far as keeping it in the refrigerator because we're not going to use all of this. I always have leftover. I'm going to do 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. Then we're gonna do a tablespoon of milk. I have some half and half, so that's what I'm gonna use. And I'm just gonna eyeball it. You need about 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. That's enough. Some salt and pepper. Let's go ahead and give this a whisk. Now you can make this as thick or thin as you like. So go ahead. If you want it on the thicker side, you could add a little bit of more sour cream. And if you want to thin it out, just put some more milk in there. And then I have 1 clove of garlic. I'm going to put through a garlic press so it's nice and fine. And let's go in with the cheese. So this is 5 ounces, so it's just over 1/2 cup. And we'll go ahead and add that to the dressing. The one you get at the Cheesecake Factory, the dressing is really thick. And sometimes I like it a little thinner. So just go ahead and put the lid on and then shake it up. Okay. It's all shaken up. You can see it has a nice thick consistency. It's chunky. If you want to smooth it out, if you don't like all those chunks, you could put an immersion blender in here. But the one at the Cheesecake Factory always has the just that chunky consistency. So let's give it a taste. That is really, really nice. And it's going to pair well with the buffalo sauce in the buffalo blast. So I'm going to go ahead, get this into the refrigerator. I'll clean up my workstation, and then we'll come back and we'll start making the filling for the blasts. Now for the filling, we're going to start with 2 cups of shredded chicken breasts. To that, I have 1 stalk of celery that I diced finely. Have some salt and pepper. One clove of garlic that I'm gonna run through the press again, just like we did on the dressing. And then here I have 4 ounces or 1/2 block of cream cheese that has been softened. And I also tried to cut it up into some smaller cubes. It kind of looks like one big mash right now, but it is cut up because we're going to be mixing that in. And then we need 1/3 to 1/2 cup of buffalo sauce. So I'm gonna start, this is 1/4. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more. And then the last thing we need to add is some fresh chopped parsley. You're gonna need about a tablespoon. So just take off a nice handful and give it a chop. So one of my girlfriends back where I used to live, we'd go out shopping for Girls' Day and we always ended up at the Cheesecake Factory because it was one of our favorites. And we kept ordering this and ordering this. And then I think one night we got together for dinner. I don't remember whose house it was. We're like, okay, we need to come up with this recipe and figure it out. And I think we did a really good job of nailing it. Okay, that's probably more than a 1/4 teaspoon. So I'm just going to grab a small handful and sprinkle it over. This is the kind of cooking where you don't have to be absolutely precise, and I like that. So then we're just gonna mix this all up until the cream cheese is incorporated into the chicken. At this point, if you feel like it's a little light on the buffalo sauce, go ahead and add some more. You just don't want it soupy whatsoever because it needs to be able to go into the egg roll wrapper. And when you fry it, you just don't want it all oozing out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish mixing this up. And I have no idea if this is the exact ingredients that they use. This is just what we could decipher and come up with our own little copycat version of the appetizer. So if you've worked at Cheesecake Factory, if you know if this is close, I'd love to know your thoughts. Or if there's something that I'm missing, let me know in the comments. Okay, so I think you can kind of see this consistency. Basically, I think it looks like chicken salad. So it's not wet in any way. The cream cheese is all incorporated throughout the chicken, and we are ready to put this into our wrapper. To assemble the blasts, you want to lightly flour the surface. I'm using this pastry mat, and you really don't need much flour. You just don't want your egg roll wrappers to stick. So take one wrapper and place it on your work surface, and then you want about 2 tablespoons of this mixture here in the center. And then what I do is dip your fingers in some water, run it along the edge, and then fold it over. And kind of flatten it out. And then you want to make sure you don't have any air pockets and just press it. The water will help it stick. And now all your filling is in there. I don't know if you can see my filling through the buffalo or through the egg roll wrapper, but that's about all you need. So I'm just going to get these all assembled, and then we'll head over to the stove and fry them up. So here I have all the blasts all ready to be fried. And what we need to do is heat a pan of oil. We need to get it to 375 degrees. While this is heating up, I'm going to make the egg and breadcrumb mixture. So in here I have 2 cracked eggs, and I'm gonna go in with about a 1/4 cup of the buffalo sauce. And whisk it up. I'm just gonna use a fork And we're gonna dip the blasts in through this egg and buffalo sauce mixture and then into the breadcrumbs. And this will help the breadcrumbs adhere to the egg roll wrapper. And in here I have 1 cup of regular breadcrumbs and 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. And let me grab a fork. We'll go ahead and get this incorporated. Also put some more salt and pepper. All right, I'm gonna wait for this to come up to temperature and then we'll begin frying. Okay, our oil is up to temperature, and what I did to tell is, one, I took the temperature with my thermometer, but I also took just one of the wonton wrappers that was left over, cut it into a strip, and it fries super quick. So I know we are ready to go. So all we have to do is start frying them up one by one. So take your blast, dip it in the buffalo egg wash, and then move it over into the breadcrumbs. And these fry up in all different shapes. That's what's kind of cool about it. So they're not like little perfect egg roll looking things. They're just freeform and so good. Oops. Now I didn't get, there's no egg on that side, so let me just dip it back in there. Dip it in here and put it going away from you, so if it splatters when you drop it in, it goes that way and not on you. Now because this chicken is fully cooked, there is nothing raw in this egg roll. The only thing we need to do is just fry it till the egg roll wrapper is done, because everything else is cooked. They are nice and crispy. I don't know if that is coming through on the microphone. And just carefully move it over onto a cooling rack. And I'm going to continue and get all of these coated and fried up. If you feel like it's browning too quick, just reduce your temperature just a little bit. But when you're frying anything like this in oil, you definitely do not want to start it and walk away. So if you're new to frying in oil, it can be very dangerous if you leave it unattended or you forget, you answer your phone, you walk away, you can burn your whole house down. So you can see how quick that one fried up. And as they're frying, I'm going ahead and prepping the next one to drop in. Now these are holding their shape very well. That hasn't been my experience in the past, so maybe it's just the magic of YouTube, but I really like how they are coming out. So after repeated drops of these cool buffalo blasts into this oil, the oil temp dropped. So it was getting really hot. I had adjusted it down. And you'll be able to tell they're not frying as quickly as they were initially. So I went ahead and cranked the temperature up a little bit. Also, I needed one more egg. And so I just added an egg to the bowl and about a tablespoon of the buffalo sauce and just whip that around. But the breadcrumbs is just about perfect. As this one is finishing frying, I'm thinking, I think they may be misshapen at the Cheesecake Factory because they're probably throwing them into like one of their big deep fryers and they probably get a little misshapen. But I'm also thinking if you wanted these a little smaller, you could use a wonton wrapper and then just put a smaller amount of chicken in there. And you could make these into smaller appetizers. But here we go. Turn this off. What did we end up with? 1, 2, 4. I have 10 buffalo blasts. We'll head back over and give them a try. Here we have our completed buffalo blasts as well as our Gorgonzola dressing. So let's go ahead and dig in and give them a try. You're gonna be able to hear how crunchy these are. And there's nothing better than just a good old egg roll wrapper. You can see all the goodness inside, the chicken. You can see the buffalo sauce. It's nice and pink. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this Gorgonzola dressing on there and let's give it a try. It's nice and crunchy. Hold on, please. While I thoroughly enjoy this bite. It is wonderful. And the surprising thing is I can actually taste a little bit of the celery. And you know, with buffalo wings, celery, blue cheese, they all go together. So you get the creaminess of the cream cheese in there with the buffalo sauce, the tender chicken. There's a hint of freshness from the Italian parsley and the celery. And then top it off with that cool, creamy Gorgonzola dip. It is just such a good bite. So I hope you give this one a try. If you do, please let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing, and I'll be back next week with another recipe from my kitchen.